This is Into Math for Second Grade, Module 18, Lesson 8. Choose appropriate tools. I can decide which measuring tool to use to measure lengths of different objects. Please gather your workbook and a pencil and turn to page 463. We will start under Step It Out, Part 1. Mr. Jenkins buys a large carpet map. He needs to measure to see if it will fit through a classroom door. Which tool should Mr. Jenkins use to measure the map? So here's a great picture for you to see what the map looks like. And now we're going to look at Part A. An inch ruler is used to measure objects with short lengths. Is the map shorter than the inch ruler? Yes or no? So you may be able to answer this question on your own, and you can pause and do that now. As a help, I have shown the ruler over here, the 12-inch ruler. And remember, this would be all on the floor. See how the kids are laying on this map? It's very large. So is the map shorter than the inch ruler? No, it is not. So we're going to circle no. It would be much larger than the inch ruler. All right, let's take a look at Part B. A yardstick is used to measure objects with long lengths. Is the map longer than a yardstick? Yes or no? So here's an example of what the yardstick looks like. Remember, this is a big map that goes on the floor. And we think about a yardstick is 3 of those 12-inch rulers. So is the map longer than the yardstick? You can pause and try this part on your own and come back. And when you do, you'll notice that yes, that map is longer than a yardstick. Okay, let's look at Part C. A measuring tape is used to measure objects that are curved. Is the map curved? Yes or no? So if you want to pause and try this part on your own, you can do so. When we look at this map, it is laying flat on the floor. So we're going to answer no, it is not curved. And let's talk about measuring tape. If we look over here, connect to vocabulary, a measuring tape can bend to measure lengths that are not flat or straight. So this map on the ground is very straight and it's not curved. So we wouldn't be using a measuring tape to measure the map that Mr. Jenkins is using. So now we're going to look at which tool should Mr. Jenkins use. Should he use the inch ruler, the yardstick, or the measuring tape? You can pause and try this part on your own and come back. But by looking at Part A, B, and C, we have decided that a yardstick would be the best tool for Mr. Jenkins to use. Nice work. Let's turn the page to page 464 under Step It Out, Part 2. Which tool would you use to measure the length of a spoon? Choose the best tool, then measure the spoon. Okay, so we're going to look at Part A. Which tool did you use? Remember, we have the ruler, the yardstick, and the measuring tape. This spoon looks small. It looks smaller than the inch ruler. So since the object, the spoon, is smaller than an inch ruler, we are going to choose to use the inch ruler. Part B asks us, how long is the spoon? So now it's time for us to measure the spoon. We'll need our inch ruler. If you would like to pause and get your inch ruler, you can go ahead and measure the spoon in your book and then check your answer with me, or you can follow along. I'm going to take my inch ruler and I am going to line it up right to the line here where the 0 mark starts. Remember, I don't start here at the edge. I always look for the line that says 0 on my inch ruler. Then I lay it down flat and I go to the very end of the spoon and I see that it ends right here at 6 inches. So I can answer 6 inches. Now I look at part C. Name a classroom object you can measure with this tool. I see the spoon and I think of a pencil or a pen or maybe a marker. So I'm going to write the word pen here as an object in the classroom that I could measure using the inch ruler. Let's check for understanding. Part 1 asks us to choose a tool and measure the distance around a globe. You may want to pause and try this part on your own and come back and check your answers. Your answers may be a little bit different from mine because we don't have the same globe. So you can choose to pause or just follow along with me. So first here we have our globe, and we notice that it is not flat and it is not small. So if it was small and flat, we might use a ruler, an inch ruler, or if it was a little bit larger, maybe we would use our yardstick. But this object is not small and it is curved. It's not flat. We're noticing here that it goes around and around. And so what we're going to need to use is a measuring tape. So I'm going to write measuring tape in for the tool. As a reminder, a measuring tape can bend to measure lengths that are not flat or straight. So now I will need to get the measuring tape, and just like with our ruler, I will start at one spot. Like let's say I start right here, and I will go all the way around till I come to the end right here. So I'm going to measure all the way around the globe. And when I measure with the measuring tape, I find that my globe is 16 inches. You may go back and watch this video at any time, and you can pause along the way anytime as needed. Great job.